Hey everybody, it's Mike here. Thanks for checking out my channel. Today we're talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, specifically the campaign, and I just want to share my thoughts. First thing I want to get out of the way is the shooting in this game, the sounds of the guns, and that's how the guns feel is just great. Just like every other Call of Duty game, right? It's just, even the sounds of the guns this game, they've just nailed it right on. So I couldn't give them enough credit for that. So you're still going to get the same gunplay as you would expect from any other Call of Duty game. And obviously the graphics are on par and very good, what you'd expect from a Call of Duty game. Now, that's pretty much it for the positives. Now, when I think of a solid Call of Duty campaign, I think of very well crafted set pieces, great missions like All Gillied Up, where you work with your team to complete a mission, a little bit of stealth, a little bit of gameplay variety. In this one, they went more of an open-ended approach where they have these open combat zones. And it sounds cool on paper until, you realize a lot of these open combat zones are literally copy and paste from Warzone maps, specifically Verdansk. Even one of the missions that tries to copy, the no Russian kind of mission where civilian lives are in danger, it's literally in the stadium in Verdansk, in one of the Warzone maps, and this was very anticlimactic. So a lot of these assets and maps were straight from Warzone, and it just comes off as very lazy, and I couldn't help but feel that they just rushed this Call of Duty as quick as possible to make a quick buck. They even tried to introduce some very strong characters from the Call of Duty universe, such as Price and Makarov. Makarov's the biggest villain, and I was really excited to see him involved in the storyline. However, the excitement felt very flat when I realized there was no real resolution pretty much till the end credits, and it was just very underwhelming overall. You don't even really get to operate in a team or squad in most of the campaign. You're just pretty much running gunning on your own, and it really ruins the immersion that they're kind of going for. And these maps have gun crates littered in every kind of house, just like you were playing Warzone. But the thing where Activision really missed the mark on this one is people play Warzone to play Warzone. They play the campaign to get more immersed in kind of a storyline. And they kind of took everything great that makes a Call of Duty campaign and replaced it with this Warzone type stuff. And it just doesn't work out. And it just feels like a glorified Spec Ops mission, to be quite honest. And it doesn't feel natural at all. Like you're just gonna go around, collect different items like you would in Warzone, and you can tackle missions in any way you want. But the stealth gameplay in this is so crappy. I would not even try to stealth your way through any of these levels, as they were clearly designed for gunfights and not a stealth-based approach, because when it comes down to it, Call of Duty is not really a stealth-based game. It just really doesn't work. And on top of it all, they've shortened the campaign length to 3 to 4 hours. The average gamer will probably take 3 to 4 hours to beat. It took me around 4 hours, and you expect a lot more if they're going to take that much content out. You expect the quality of content to be enhanced, right? But this is not the case. Last year's campaign is way better than this. It's very obvious and clear that Activision is clearly going for a cash grab this year. They didn't want to invest in the story or get players invested in the story. They just wanted to release a bare bones campaign, throw some faces like Captain Price and put that, $100 price tag and say call it a day. And the thing that scares me is I feel like they're going to go through the same kind of logic with their multiplayer, and it's just all about getting money, and yet we have ourselves another cash grab. And I said this before in my other videos, and if you watch this channel and follow this channel, you'll know I cannot support any developer that just pretty much throws games out with minimal effort and wants to maximize their profits by asking you for money, whether it's through loot crates or DLCs. It's clear that's Activision's game plan with this one. It's very disappointing, and it's really sad because I know millions of people are going to buy this, and Activision is going to make tens of millions on this game for kind of releasing the same assets as last year. Even when you start the campaign, one of the first levels is straight from the Gulag, And that level wasn't even that bad compared to some of the later levels. Like, I'm telling you, these open-ended combat missions are really boring, and you kind of just honestly, I personally head to the goal as quick as possible just to get the mission over with, and it didn't contribute to a longer campaign or anything. It's just, it feels less inspired, and the AI doesn't help at all. The AI is just dumb as fruits and vegetables in this game. They do not react to any of your shots. They can barely see you half the time, and when you're shooting, they'll just run at it and try to hug your bullets. It's really pathetic to see a game in, you know, we're almost at 2024 and we're seeing AI this dumb. Like, it's almost kind of same AI you would see in a game like Oblivion, right? So if anything, the campaign is more of a reflection of what Call of Duty used to be and how good the original maps were, like the old Warzone maps. And when you're visiting them, that was pretty much the most enjoyable part of it, is, you know, seeing different landmarks and points of interest from Warzone, and just being there again was cool. But you can't just build your campaign off your old assets and maps. It's not original enough, and this game doesn't produce enough to call it its own Call of Duty Modern Warfare game. It's more like Modern Warfare 2.5, if anything. And even the levels where they might have attempted to get you emotionally involved and kind of replicate that feeling that No Russian mission gave us, it just all fell flat. It's, even though civilian lives are at stake, it's just about getting to the checkpoint and finishing the mission, and it's not very, you're not really going to be very emotionally involved by this campaign. By the time it's done, you're going to be quite disappointed. And mind you, a lot of the weapons you find in the campaign are directly from Modern Warfare 2. You know, you think they would introduce more weapons in this to kind of get you ready for the multiplayer, but no, a lot of these weapons you find are straight from the Modern Warfare 2 Warzone or the campaign. So I was fairly disappointed by that. And you would kind of have to be nuts to buy this. I'm sorry. Like, maybe if you want to play the multiplayer and your life is dedicated to playing Call of Duty, I would recommend that. And if you have a lot of money for whatever they throw at you, like between all those battle passes and whatever they come up with nowadays, if that's really important to you, maybe just get it just for that. But this campaign is crap, and I would not recommend this at all. Don't even waste your time. The only reason I played it is because I'm a reviewer, but I really wouldn't recommend this to anyone. I really think Activision needs to take a couple years off, kind of regain their thoughts, get some new ideas, get some ideas from the community, and then release a new Call of Duty game. But right now it's just looking like an annual release with minimal to no effort, like you would find from like a sports franchise. Kind of my quick little review of the campaign. Very disappointed, and I really expect more from Activision, the Call of Duty series going forward. But otherwise, that's my review for today. If you like this review and you found it informative, please check out my channel and check out my other videos. And if you like that content, please consider subscribing. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.